All right, I think we have time for this one question. And actually, I have a personal stake in this one. Benny sent an email, but I also know my wife, LaDonna, has a condo down in Florida, and she just recently had to replace the hot water heater in the condo. She has it rented. And I guess she was telling me that her condo association requires that her condo maybe have a water heater replaced every 10 years. Benny is asking the same thing, that the water heater has to be replaced.
That sounds more like a condo association rule. The water heaters will last longer than that. However, I think they're probably what they're doing is risk mitigation. Make sure that you don't have leaks.
That's why I'm nodding. Oh, yeah. You're picking up what I'm laying down.
Right. Yeah. Because when a water heater fails, it often causes a leak, which then becomes a bigger disaster for everybody else around. That's probably why they have a timing on them. Because a water heater today, you get 10, 12, maybe 15 years out of them. So 10 years probably, makes sense to replace it preventively before you have a failure and a water damage claim.
So Cora, what do you know about this? Is this a common issue here in the Louisville area?
I don't know that it's a common issue. It just seems somewhat reasonable, to be frank. And I think that's, again, from a risk mitigation, and certainly just to help preserve what funds are available, and the livelihood kind of there of the condo association, so they don't have to give out special assessments. Because if those water heaters are in disrepair, if they do get old, it becomes a nightmare. If you've ever seen pictures, it's a complete disaster. And with the flooding, that could create situations where there will be repairs required on parts of the buildings in which the condo association is responsible for. So thereby, then it's going to tap in all the unit owners. And rather than saying, oh, well, you must buy this type of water heater and it has to be, this size, or, I think it becomes very difficult to generalize those requirements. So maybe they just decided 10 years is a safe amount for a preventative measure. So to me, it makes obvious sense. And it seems like they're just trying to keep any unnecessary costs down and to keep things in good repair, which I actually really appreciate, because we oftentimes talk so much about the disrepair of different condo regimes and balconies and the instabilities and all the things that you see on there, especially with Florida. So I kind of like the idea of let's make sure we're out in front of that so we don't have things where we have to grant special assessments to pay for.
Yeah, and I think that's really smart. And, I've never thought of that before. But the takeaway for anybody who owns a condo here in the Louisville area is to remember what LaDonna did in replacing her water heater at 10 years and what's required at her condo association down in Florida. But check with your condo association and see if there is a requirement for you to replace them every specific amount of time, because certainly what Cora says, it does make sense, because ultimately if there's a leak and there's a big payout and the insurance doesn't cover it, your condo association will, and that ultimately comes out of your pocket, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
We are out of time, folks. Well, this show went really fast. A reminder, if you'd like to see what sellers are talking about when we close a home we do this. I put a whole bunch of videos up on YouTube over the past years. Go to LouisvilleSellersTalk.com. That's LouisvilleSellersTalk.com. And also, one other thing, we've got an update for you. If you want to join our emails that we send out on a regular basis, newsletters go out, and this one is timely, and Brad, you'll appreciate this. The one that went out this week, A Buyer's Guide to Home Inspection Types. The types of home inspections when you sell a home or buy a home. Go to WeLoveLouisville.com. That's WeLoveLouisville.com. And then fill out the form there, and we'll put you on the list. My thanks to Cora Henderson, who is one of the head big shots over at Pitt and Frank Attorneys, LLC. They do a great job of getting your loan closed. And as you heard, other things, including wills. You can reach Cora anytime at 895-9900. Also, if you are in need of a home inspection, whether you're buying a new home, because you do want to have it inspected professionally. I've got one coming up, by the way, Brad, that I'm going to be referring over to you. Also, if you need to get your insects taken care of, if you're seeing ants, you can reach Brad for home inspection service or for Team Bug Out at 844-411-TEAM. And if you're thinking of selling your home now or in the future, I'd love to help you. Simple, free, no obligation. I come out, we talk, and it's me. I come out, we spend as much time as we need to review what the process is. You can call me to set up an appointment today, even today. 376-5483 is my number. I'll go to 376 Live. And you can email me, go to bobsellslouisville.com and then fill out that information. And you can also get a free home estimate by going to WeSellLouisville.com. That's a computerized instant analysis of what your home is worth. We're out of time. See you next Sunday on News Radio 840 WHAS.